Hello everybody and welcome to the Ozarks Sports Report podcast. I'm here with the head coach of the Clever BlueJays, Coach Justin Snider. And for today's show we're going to be doing another weekly recap with the head coach of the Clever BlueJays, Justin Snider. Recapping the games from the past week, Clever went and played Blue Eye and defeated them 9-7. Then they went to play Conway and lost to them 13-10. Then they went and saw their neighbors to the west of Billings and defeated them 6-3. Coach, what was the main strategy coming into those games between Blue Eye, Conway, and Billings?
We've had a lot of adjustments and changes in our lineup the last 2 weeks or the last week and a half. We've had a lot of injuries hit us, and it's definitely put us in a scramble on the pitcher's mound and positionally, and we're just struggling. So, we're not playing very smart baseball. We're not playing very good baseball. We've got to do a lot of stuff better in order to compete in districts, and right now we're kind of hit a rough patch, and it was bound to happen, but until we can get over the mental hurdles, it's going to continue to happen. So if we can jump the mental hurdles, we're starting to kind of get healthy again, which is good. But it's a pretty bad time for us to get not healthy because this is the hardest stretch of games that we've got since the first 3 weeks of the season. So it'll definitely need to be fixed, or else, it could be a long next few weeks.
Now, those long next few weeks, what are the advantages that you saw from those 3 games of Blue Eye, Conway, and Billings?
Well, we started hitting the baseball. The downside is we stopped pitching it well and we stopped fielding it well. So it's kind of a trade-off. I will take good pitching and good defense any day over good hitting. But, we hit decent throughout the year, but we haven't ever really exploded at all offensively. And then all of a sudden we start hitting the ball real hard and knocking the cover off of it. And we can't field it and we can't throw strikes. So we've got more walks in the last 2 weeks than we have had, I think, the entire season, which says a lot. And, and that's just another thing that we've got to fix. And I think a lot of it's mental. And right now we're just not very mentally tough.
Now, with those advantages that you saw from those past 3 games, what are the disadvantages that you saw from Blue Eye, Conway, and Billings?
They definitely slowed down the velocity that we had been seeing, which was, we just have not been consistently being able to see anything. There's no consistency in what we're seeing, which is partly our fault for not adjusting, but we'll go from the first 3 weeks seeing 80 to 85 miles an hour to seeing 60 for about a month straight, 60 to 70 miles an hour for a month straight, and then last week, we're not adjusting well to what is being thrown at us, and instead of trying to fix the problems, our kids are getting frustrated, and that's not helping the cause either.
Now, with those disadvantages, what are the corrections that you're going to be making from those 3 games, and we'll count the last 2 games from this past week? What are the corrections that you're going to be making from this game till the next game that you guys play?
Definitely going to talk about how to handle things better mentally. We're going to talk about our offensive approach. Instead of being defensive, we need to be aggressive and just doing a better job of going up the middle. We're pulling off so bad on a lot of our swings. We got, if they're not pulling off, we got guys that are just trying and hoping to make contact, and it got us beat tonight. So you've got to be aggressive, and you have to be the aggressor, and we definitely weren't tonight, and we haven't been the last week and a half. So it's come back and caught us against the better teams. We're finally starting to play some better teams, and if you're not the aggressor, then you're going to get beat, and that's kind of what's been happening.
Now, with those corrections, we move on to the big topic, which is districts and district seedings for this year. You guys are in Class 3, District 11. What's going to be your seedings? What are you guys seated in the districts for Class 3, District 11?
Our seeding meeting is tomorrow at 11 in Branson, and it will be an interesting one. I think that it will go Stratford as a 1, Fairgrove as a 2, us as a 3, Forsyth as a 4, Conway as a 5, and Spokane as a 6. But with us losing 3 of the last 4 games, I'm not sure what'll happen. I know Stratford and Conway played tonight, and Conway gave them a good game, and Stratford only won 3-0. So I'm not real sure what's going to happen as far as our district seeds. We'll know by tomorrow, but I'm hoping that we can be the 3. But with how we've played in the last week, I hope they look at whole resume, not just the last week. So we've been it's been a rough stretch.
Now, even though it's been a rough stretch for you guys, who would be your players of the week that you would hand those awards to from the past games that you guys have played with Conway, Billings, and Blue Eye? Who would be your players of the week that you would give those awards out to?
That's tough. I'm not sure, Adam. We don't have a lot of guys that really have stood out. I mean, nobody's played bad, but nobody's played, just unbelievably good either. Let's see. Jake Twig threw really well against Billings on Saturday after the first few innings. Colby Elrod has been swinging a really good bat lately. He's been coming through with guys on base quite often, and doing a really good job of definitely driving in runs. Callan Springer surpassed the 100-hit mark last week, so he's been swinging it pretty good lately. Tanner Bradshaw's been swinging it really well too. So, those are the guys I can kind of think of off the top of my head. But it's definitely not been as good of a week as a few weeks past.
Now, final words to say to the coaches of Conway, Blue Eye, and Billings that you guys played. What would your words be to those coaches of Blue Eye, Conway, and Billings?
They just did a good job and probably a better job of preparing their team to play than I have. So, kudos to them. And I got to go back and I have to do better. My assistant coaches have to do better. The kids have to do better. And hopefully we can right this ship for the last week and move into districts on a hot streak and playing a little bit better baseball. But, we've just been outcoached the last few weeks. So, kudos to them and their kids for executing and doing the things they needed to do. But I've got to do better, and the kids need to do better too.
Okay, that's going to wrap up our show for today. We hope you enjoyed our show. We hope you enjoyed us sitting down with the head coach of the Clever Blue Jays, Coach Justin Snider. If you want to stay connected with their social media, be sure to like them on Facebook. Follow them on Twitter. Their Twitter is at Clever_baseball. Once again, that's Clever_baseball on Twitter. And if you want to stay connected with us through our social media, be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out our website. Our website is ozarksportsreport.wixsite.com/ozarksportsreport. I want to say congratulations to Callan Springer, who just surpassed the 100-hit mark. And we want to thank head coach Justin Snider for sitting down with us and recapping the past week with us. So for one final time, I want to say thank you all for tuning into today's show, and we hope to see you guys in the next one. Have a good day, everybody.